All right, so the best way to orient yourself quickly to this class is through the syllabus. You can access that through Blackboard under Academics. You'll see course information and syllabus. Click that. You'll see the welcome video and the syllabus. You just click there and you'll be directed to this Google Doc. So English Writing 201, Writing Essentials, specific information about this course. It is asynchronous. There are a few deadlines, but for the most part, you can work at your own speed. As you know from the welcome video, my name is Matt Caprioli. My pronouns are he, his. Some information about my credentials. If you want to learn more about the plagiarism policy, about absences, Title IX, any important issue that might relate to you, you can access my policy / the college's policy on several issues by clicking the appropriate link on the syllabus. So it's important statements that will take you to all this useful information. Even though this is asynchronous online, you are welcome to make an appointment with me, an online hours appointment, I'm calling it, rather than office hours, because I will be working, remotely online, not in my office. But Monday and Wednesdays, I'm usually very flexible. So you make the appointment, the online appointment through Calendly. It's very easy. It has this nice looking interface. Let's say you want to meet January 10th at 12:50 p.m. You hit confirm, give your name, your email, say what you want to talk about. Just give me a heads up. And it's scheduled for 15 minutes, but oftentimes it can be as little as 3 minutes or as long as 40 minutes. It depends on what you need to discuss. So undergraduate bullet description. I will read this because it dictated what comes after. I designed the course to meet this description. So undergraduate bulletin description for English Writing Essentials 201, an advanced course in the techniques of formal exposition that develops the student's understanding of English expository style and of mechanics and grammar. Exposition is just a word for to explain. A substantial portion of the course is devoted to researching materials and organizing them in the form of summaries of facts, position papers, and research papers. An effort will be made to relate the subject matter of much of the writing to the student's interest. And you'll see through, based on the assignments that I'll get to, I tried my best to tailor it to what you find interesting, what you deem professionally relevant. For this class, you will need a reliable connection to WhatsApp, Blackboard, Zoom, and Google Drive. We'll rely mostly on Google Drive for videos, readings. You don't have to buy anything, but all of the material will be available on Google Drive, and we'll communicate on WhatsApp. So if you have, sorry, I'm getting a call. If you have a question, large or small, you should feel comfortable sharing it on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a better means of communication than Blackboard. So we won't be relying on Blackboard that much, if at all. It's really Google Drive and WhatsApp for this online asynchronous class. I ask the first step today, as soon as you watch this, you should know that the major task for you is to email me the address and phone number from which I can connect to you. So I need to have an email that you check regularly. And just for fun, these are some inspirational quotes on writing. If you are ever stuck, you feel writer's block, check this out. Just fuel yourself up on a few quotes. By the end of this course, you will be able to articulate key principles of expository writing and other relevant genres, especially the need for empathy, purpose, and rewriting. You'll create a portfolio of written and verbal work that demonstrates growing research prowess and expanding analytical and creative abilities. You'll learn tactical skills to accelerate written production and the editorial process. So you'll learn how to write faster at a higher level. Understand what makes for exemplary, expository, and creative writing. What we read in this class, much of the examples will be from the best writers alive. And we read that in order to learn how their mind thinks and replicate some of their more successful techniques. So the assignments, you can get up to 100 points in this class. That makes grading super easy. So if you get 89 points, you receive a B+. If you get 93 points, you earn an A. So participation checklist. And everything will be available on Google Drive. But so the participation checklist is a series of actions you need to take in order to be part of class, in order to contribute, and to build the sort of peer environment that fosters learning. And you can read, you'll probably return to this several times during the semester, but some key assignments, most of the assignments are 1 point. There are things like adding your photo to WhatsApp or adding a photo to your Zoom account. That's only worth 1 point. The larger assignments in the participation checklist are things like write a 100-word third-person bio or biography with a picture. That's worth 5% of your grade. Another major participation item is at some point in the semester to visit a Lehman or CUNY writing center to receive feedback on any stage of the final project, the final research paper, which I'll get into. But receiving that feedback from a source external to this class is very important. Becoming a good writer requires multiple eyes on your work. So you need perspectives not only from this class, but also from the Lehman Writing Center, the CUNY Writing Center. Perhaps there's another writing center near you that I am unaware of, but that you might want to work with. So that is worth 10 points. The other tasks are really to help you become this lifelong learner. I'm asking you to sign up for the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times. These are all free through CUNY. CUNY has a partnership with both organizations. So while you are a student, you do not have to pay for these. So they're these very reputable newspapers. So that's the participation checklist. I should mention this one too. The end of the semester, Lehman sends out a settle survey. It's asking you what was good in this course, what did you learn, what can improve. This is very useful feedback for me and for the college. So if you take 10 minutes of your time at the end of the semester to respond to how the survey or how this class served you, or how it can serve you better, you earn 1 point or 1 percentage point. Other assignments, weekly quizzes. These are low stake quizzes. They might only be up to 6 questions. It will vary, but the quizzes are, well, they're not available yet. I will send an announcement on WhatsApp when they are available. But the point is not to punish you, but to give you an extra space where you can practice these skills. So to assess comprehension of key concepts, students complete 3 quizzes this semester through Google Forms. In the standard form of this class, the number of quizzes are 7, but since this is accelerated, there are fewer quizzes. So it's another perk of taking a winter class. Quizzes are open book. There is a 1-hour time limit, and they can be taken twice. When quizzes are available, an announcement will be made through WhatsApp. And each quiz is worth 3 points or 9 points total. And you have until the end of this semester to complete all of the quizzes. You can complete them ahead of time, or you can wait until January 25th and complete them all at once. So the quizzes have a lot of flexibility. The third assignment, what I believe, short student essays. Students contribute at least 100 words to a class document that begins to answer this question: what do I believe? This is worth 5 points, and it's due January 8th at midnight. To learn more about that, you click the link. What I believe, this is a group document. So the entire class really will be building this full document. And I won't go over the assignment because this video is all about the syllabus, but for all of the assignments will have some context at the opening like this. So that is one of the earlier assignments. Another group assignment is the collaborative editing assignment. Again, if you click that link, you'll be taken to the correct folder. You can click again on the assignment and you'll get the context for what is expected. And then you'll scroll down. For the collaborative editing assignment, you basically add 3 edits with comments, and it's so I understand how you go about editing a document. So a comment might be like this. If you're on a Mac, the shortcut is Option Command M. So I'll just say this is an example comment. If you have questions about how Google Docs works, ask them in WhatsApp or feel free to email me. Okay, and then we have an etymology research activity, 2 parts. One is all about writing. The second part is about editing. Students use popular academic research tools to find the etymology of a keyword in their major or minor. So this is my attempt to really gear this course to you. What are your interests? What are personal or professional? So if you are a minor, if you have a minor in chemistry, you would look up the etymology of the word chemistry. Etymology means the history of words. And once you click on this folder, you'll find out you'll read more context and understand why etymology can be a useful research tool. The final assignment for this class is a Google Doodle research paper. So instead of a traditional six-page double-space research paper, which is a requirement for any writing essentials course, instead of the more dreary academic focused research paper, this one is imagining a social figure that could appear on a Google Doodle. Google Doodles are when you go to Google, you'll see usually a social figure or some kind of illustration of someone who has made a unique impact on society. So this is a research paper on any social figure who means something to you that Google has not already covered. These, as you probably know, Google receives billions of hits every day. Oh, they don't seem to have one today. Let's see, Google Doodle. If you type in Google Doodle, it's usually their homepage. They have a specific illustration or something to celebrate historical figures or holidays. So hopefully it's a fun research paper and you can read more about it. You can start to think about the historical figure or social figure you would want to write about. I give you timelines. These are all suggested timelines. Oops. Formatting, research expectations. I will likely make other videos or not likely, I will make other videos to further explain all of these assignments. Right now, I'm just giving you an overview. Another final assignment is to come up with a Pixar story. So this is I don't have it available yet, but you know those 5-minute, 7-minute short films before Finding Nemo, Moana, Toy Story, Encanto, all of these films are well written, and coming up with your own can teach you the principles of a good story. And being able to summarize that 7-minute video in, say, a 15-second pitch is a very useful skill. So I'll come up with a lot more detailed information about this Pixar story assignment, but just know that you have this pretty creative opportunity to come up with your own story, your own Pixar story. All right, so Schedule 1, please watch the welcome video. So it's interesting. I was going to combine the introduction video of myself with an overview of the syllabus. I decided to split those up. So please watch both. It's more important to watch the syllabus video for sure to succeed in this course, but it's helpful to understand who you are working with. So I suggest watching the video about introducing myself, my personal and professional interests. The big assignment that is due by this Saturday, I believe. Let me check the calendar 1 second. Yes, this Saturday at midnight is to write a third-person biography and add a picture. So where do you get those? So the syllabus is a very handy tool, but if you want to see the entire course, you can go to this folder, which is called Writing Essentials Winter 2022. You'll see assignments, supplementary readings, readings broken down by week, and then the class bios. So by this Saturday at midnight, you need to write a 100-word biography of where you're from, what you are studying, what you're interested in, professionally and personally. And then you just copy paste it down below, look at Hussein. This looks amazing. And Edwin, thank you. Although Edwin, you probably should update that to a real photo. It's super awkward for sure, but it is it's awkward for everyone. As I say here, it's uncomfortable, but it's part of being a professional. So it's don't hesitate to share your photo. All right. So that is due by this Saturday. There are several videos I'm asking you to watch. All of these are between, let's see, 3 minutes and 6 minutes. And they're all geared to asking and answering this question of what I believe. And that will contribute to your one of your first assignments, which is to answer in 100 words, what do you believe? Okay, and to find that assignment, that what do I believe assignment, you go to the assignments folder. You'll see it's numbered 3 to correspond with this assignment 3. What I believe. And we've already seen this, but I'm revisiting it. So once you should tackle this, once you've reviewed all of the videos on the syllabus, and then you just write your name, and then whatever you believe. The videos are very inspiring, and I think they will encourage you to think in new and profound ways. Specific writing instruction is available through this reading by Roman and Rafelson, Don't Mumble, and Other Effective Principles of Writing. It's a fairly long document, so you might want to revisit it throughout the semester. Even though it's long, it breaks. I like it because it has these charts to illustrate key concepts of, concision is always the route to go. I love this idea of don't be smart, or don't sound smart, be smart. That's a mantra I learned from a business writing course. Don't sound smart, be smart. And once you do that, your writing becomes clearer, more concise, more compelling. And you write things like this that are direct and clear rather than this mess. The Roman and Rafelson reading, it has, I believe, 11 or 12 tips. And the goal is to review this, internalize it. Here, I'll scroll down. Read it, internalize it, and then apply it through assignment 4, which is that collaborative editing assignment. So it's where you edit, you make at least 3 edits on one document from a student, from an undergraduate student. So since that is assignment 4, if you see this and ask yourself, what is assignment 4? you can just go to assignment 4C, collaborative editing, click there, click the document, and then you'll read the full context. You add 3 comments and or edits through Google Doc to a real life example of student writing. And you can choose a excerpt from a creative nonfiction class. You can choose to edit the opening to a profile from a student journalist, or you could edit a cover letter from a professional writing course. And again, let's see. You make at least 3 edits to one document. This edit, this is an example. I'll say, let's see, hello. I want to say that with cover letters, it's always worthwhile finding out who you are writing to. Use the individual's name rather than dear hiring manager or to whom it may concern. Too many people do that, and it doesn't help your cause of standing out. So I will ask this writer, is the name of an individual, oops, I can't type today. Okay, so back to the syllabus. Week 1, pretty straightforward. Again, you'll probably have questions or comments, and you can share them through WhatsApp. Okay, week 2, I will have more videos about the Google Doodle assignment, about the etymology research activity, about what I mean when I say writing essentials. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with empathy, purpose, and rewriting. In week 2, the big reading will be about defining a research question and engaging sources. It's by Kate L. Turabian, who I just love. She passed, but she gives very down-to-earth, honest, holistic, specific guidance. It's kind of a breath of fresh air. This is from a book called Writing College Papers. Let's see, I'm blanking on the full title. Let's see, Student's Guide to Writing College Papers, 5th edition. And I hope you find this as useful as I did. But there are 2 readings from her. Know that they are not too long. This week 2 isn't terrible. But since it is accelerated, this class is accelerated, there is more reading compressed. In a normal or in a spring semester class, you would have a week for each of these readings. In this class, they are combined. Something else to put on your roadmap, the biggest reading you'll encounter this semester is from the Copy Editor's Handbook. And it is, you can see down here, 75 pages. I am including it because there's so much information here that it offers very specific tips on how to practice subject-verb agreement, for instance. And it gives more of a larger view, kind of the bird's eye view of grammar. Whose grammar? What do we mean by standard written English? And I think you'll like it. I would recommend starting it early in the semester. You know, if you read only 4 pages every day from this book, you'll complete this excerpt by the end of the semester. So it's 75 pages of what I thought was the most useful material for a writing essentials class. The full book, I think, is 450 pages. So it is certainly an excerpt. As far as turning in assignments, this is important. We don't have Blackboard, as you know. So to turn in assignments, you just go to assignments and then individual student folders. Since I don't have everyone's name yet, I just wrote student name. But once I have your name, your phone number, and a good email, you know, once we're in correspondence on WhatsApp, you'll be able to upload any document into your specific folder. When you share a folder, when other people can see it, this little person will appear in the folder. So I'll delete that now because these are private folders just between the two of us. So once I have everyone's name, I will change this to your name, and you can just send me rough drafts of assignments here. You will upload the final research paper, the final Pixar story assignment. You'll upload that here. So individual student folders. Since it is so important, I think I will add an asterisk to it. So I'm going to rename this, add 3 asterisks, before and after. And that way it's at the top of the screen. Okay. Week 3, we'll dive more into what makes a good story. We'll look at specific Pixar short films to emulate. There's a great TED Talk by, I believe this man made Finding Nemo, Andrew Stanton. It's a TED Talk. Nope, I was wrong. He did Toy Story and WALL-E. Okay, so still pretty good. No Finding Nemo, but that's okay. You'll encounter some writing theories that should support any work you do, whether it's a somewhat creative assignment, this Pixar story, or it's an email, or if it's a memo, or a grant proposal. This idea of a controlling idea is very useful in any writing you do. Week 4, I'll have a wrap-up video. Another video by a summary rather of 2 business writers and their thoughts on story. What makes the 6 components of a good story is how they view it. And this video is helpful for both the Pixar story assignment and the Google Doodle research paper. Okay, so that is the syllabus. If you have questions or comments, please send them to me on WhatsApp. This is a lot of information, so do not worry if you don't get everything right off the bat. If you have lingering questions, ask them. Things will become clearer as we go through the semester. Of course, we are, just starting. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day.